Alright, good evening everybody. Once again, this is Mr. Heat with Cub Scout Pack 110 in Mishawaka. And before I go any further, I do want to thank the fine gentleman at Tractor Supply Company. So let's actually do a big thank you for Tractor Supply Company for donating our rope for these videos. So what we're going to be doing now is I talked about the square knot. I said a square knot in our Knots and How to Tie Them book. The square knot is considered a knot for joining. And I recommended that instead of doing a square knot to join two pieces of rope, let's get in the habit of actually using the sheet bend. Sheet bend's fantastic. You can use it on ropes of different widths and it holds just as well. So let's work on knot. Never mind. Not the square knot. We're actually going to be doing the sheet bend. So what we're going to be working on, let's take the two ropes. Take one guy over here. Just two short pieces of rope. The sheet bend. Now, when we use the square knot, left over right, right over left, you saw that the square knot was really two loops. We had a loop on one guy, loop on the other guy, and we had our little tails sticking up on the same edge. We're going to be doing the same kind of configuration for our sheet bend, except we're going to start with one of those loops already made. So let's start with one loop already made. You can see, just making a loop the same way that the rope ended in our square knot. So we're going to start with one loop already made. We can take our other loop, put it up and down, so up and in. You can see that. Just looping it through. Piece of cake so far, right? Now, what we're going to do on this guy is we're going to actually pull him around the back. So we've got a loop coming, pulling him around the back. We're going to use that rope to our advantage. We're going to take this end and put it underneath this part of the rope. So we're going to put him underneath himself. So we're going to take him, slide him just underneath himself. Just like that. And now as we pull that rope tight, you can see he actually tightens up against the leftovers. So tighten it up. Why am I saying leftovers? I'm not going to get into standing knot, the bite, the standing part, the loop, the end, the bitter end. This is going to be a long video if we start to get into too much knot and or rope terminology, not to mention it's a bend and not a knot. Read the book. So we have our sheet bend. It's kind of like our square knot, similar structure. We started off with one preset rope in the preset loop. We came up, around, out. We'll do it one more time. So you can see, nice and strong. So let's do a sheet bend on this side. Why not? So start with the loop already made. Come up. And we'll go around the back. Now we're going to take this guy and put him underneath himself. Take him up. Put him underneath himself. There you go. I'll hold it there just for a second so you can see it. And as we pull in this rope, he clamps down on himself. And that is your sheet bend. Thank you.